Hello, everybody. Alright, I hope the thing is working. Let's see. Is the thing working? It's always an interesting question. I don't really trust it. I gave it a minute after loading in before I even went live. I like to do that. I'm kind of glad I did this time because, like, I was... it seems like... Okay, 44 seconds. Alright, so we're here. My helper is in here, and she is staying in here. Whoa, yeah, that was a hard frame drop right there. Yeah, well, I mean, when you just load it into the game, that's tends to happen. Spawn point updated. What do I have here? Okay, yeah, as the stream title implies, I want to go and try and capture one of those wizards. So I'm going to be heading into the volcano for a little bit. Might want to take extra ice with me because I've noticed that, you know, it usually takes me a little longer than I think it's going to take me to take care of things like this. And yeah, right now I'm not worried about cold because I'm very cold right now, and I'm going to be very hot in a minute when I actually get up there. Also, I am deliberately leaving my assistants behind because I do not want them to die if I have to do some fancy maneuvering and whatnot. I don't want them getting dogpiled by enemies and destroyed after, like, probably right after I get myself one-shotted or something. So at least, you know, if anything happens, it'll just be me respawning back at my bed and not making it everyone else's problem. I hope everyone's having a good day or night wherever you are in the world. Now, what was the easy way up to that priest altar place, whatever? Okay, yeah, I gotta eat some ice right now. There we go. Actually, I don't really know if you're eating it or whatever, but, like, I mean, I would guess, like, you're, you know, taking some ice out of, like, you know, a satchel or something and, like, you know, rubbing it on yourself or dropping it down your shirt or something. I don't know. I don't know what eating ice would actually do to keep your, you know, in the situation, but... It's, you know, the usual, and it's, of course, all the usual problems with these environments in video games is that, you know, this would be like, you know, I'd be getting flash burns on my skin just from, like, being around here, but it's like, you know, it's video game physics, so the lava is fine as long as you don't touch it, generally speaking. I mean, that they even acknowledge that, like, hey, the air is hot, and it should be, like, you know, you could have a heat stroke up here, is, like, that's, you know, that's unusually detailed modeling of the situation by video game standards. You know, and that's only because this is a survival game, you know. So let me get on up there. Yeah, I have to remember to keep taking ice or else I'm gonna have problems. If you don't bring ice, you're gonna have a bad time. Oh, I forgot. One of those rock noses is gonna try to attack me if it sees me. Wonder how much of that nonsense I can bypass. Like, if I just scoot along the edge of this, does it not see me? I think he's like, I think it's over there somewhere. Nope, he still sees me. Alright, well, again, if I've done this before, I think, but the important thing, if this one sees you and you have to fight it, is to bring them over here so that the rest of the characters around here do not see you fighting, or else they will all join in the fight and you will have a bad time. So otherwise, these characters don't really care, you know, that you're here, except if you start hitting things, they kind of realize you don't belong here. That also means, of course, you know, this is going to be kind of a problem as soon as I actually start. If I actually do see that sorcerer, which I don't even know if he's here, Defari Sorcerer 2 is not the one I want. You're cute, but I already have Taskmasters. Well, I've got two lovely Defari Sorcerers, but that's not what I came here for. Yeah, they're not who I had in mind. So I think there's going to be a little running back and forth. I remember, how far did I have to go to make this reset again? I don't quite remember. There's also a cute Taskmaster, but, you know. I have more Taskmasters right now than I know what to do with. Well, actually, well, is that true, really? Well, I think I have some still back at Sandstone Plaza in the big, like, apartment building. I have, like some of them sharing an apartment. Like, I just put some torture benches in there so they would have somewhere to stand and work, even though they're not really working on anything. It's like a, you know, we pretend to work and they pretend to pay us kind of situation. Alright, if I keep stopping to check out all the beautiful people, I will probably never get this done. Damn, though. So if I just run back and forth a few times, I think running back to, like, the bottom of this path is far enough that the game will have to re-roll that area when I get back to it. And it really, I think it just barely re-rolls, it's just barely far enough, because I think there's, like, it's going to be the same people for most of the way there until I get to the sorcerers, or where all the devotees and whatever are standing in front of the priest. You know, that seems to be about the only area that actually gets changed. Well, I think she... No, see, it's still the same two people up here, so it didn't even, like, it wasn't even far enough to re-roll them. It's not until I actually get all the way up here. Hey, you. Okay, so what do we got here? Still Defari Sorcerer 2, still... Yeah, you know what? I think this might also be a matter of time and not just distance. I think I might actually have to go back there and say, like, wait a couple of minutes. Maybe I should try that and see how much difference it makes. It's not going to be a very exciting process. It's farming. You know, it is what it is. You know, it's kind of like in Borderlands when you, like, you know, you load in, you run to the red chest or the lance chest or whatever, you know, you open some of them, you know, either get what you want or you quit, you know, or you're like in, you know, Borderlands 2, you run to the same, you know, spawn next to like one mini boss, like, you know, go shoot them, and like, you know, then maybe that if you don't have that 1% chance they drop the gun that you wanted, you know, then you're just loading back in again. It's going to be one of those experiences. I honestly do not understand why people I mean, I know I've streamed a lot of Borderlands when I was like finishing the story missions and stuff. I do not understand why people just do farming streams. I guess unless it's just like you got to get your hours up, and it's like, well, I know I'm going to be farming this, and I don't want to do it off stream because it's a waste of hours. But I mean, just watching somebody just kill the same boss over and over again, waiting for the drop is like not tremendously exciting. I mean, it's kind of like, well, I mean, to be honest, I could have done this off stream. Come see me later, boys. Anyhow. Yeah, but it's gonna take a while. Also, I just said that I was gonna wait a minute over there, and I didn't wait a minute. I'm already running back here. So I'm not paying attention. Also, it's getting dark over here, so now I gotta watch my step that I don't yeet myself into the lava somehow. At least the lava here is highly visible, unlike those damn lava streams under the snow between my two bases that I keep trying to hop over and failing. I should probably put a torch on until I actually see the one that I want to capture, because otherwise this is... Wow, that barely helps up here. I mean, that would actually kind of make sense, because it's like part of the low visibility here would be that the air was like thick with ash and whatever, so it's actually, I guess it kind of makes sense. I hate when the inconvenient stuff makes sense. It's like I wanted to complain about it, damn it, and I really can't. Alright, different sorcerer, but they're not the ones I want. Not that a tier 3 sorcerer or tier 2 even would be anything to, you know, would be nothing to sneeze at, you know. I mean, it's like I only have like, I think, tier 1 right now. But that's not what I came here for, because there was a legendary sorcerer up here, like there was like a named sorcerer, and whatever tricks I wanted, you know, I have to do to like try to capture that one, I'm gonna try and capture that one. Because I don't even know where there are any other named sorcerers in the world yet. I'm sure there are, I just don't know where they are. And this one would be sort of guaranteed. You know, I don't know if I'll ever be lucky enough to run into another one somewhere else, depending on what areas I'm still exploring in this game. Alright, which way did I... Do I have to climb down here? I do. Alright, this is where I go. This is where I slip down the side of the wall here. I mean, I could buy some iced tea from that guy. Alright, why don't I just check my inventory real quick. I've got plenty of perfectly good torches, some meat. Got some warming meat for when I have to go back through the frozen area to get out of here. Still got a lot of ice. I might have to use my bow, and do I have daggers? I do have daggers. Okay. That actually startled me a little bit. Yeah, I want to keep my weapons handy right now because I'm not even worried about the harvesting tools. Let me just try and keep every weapon I got handy. Where's my twin blade sword? Drop that in there, just so I have it instantly available. Because it's going to be a whole problem if I'm trying to, what do you call it? Because what I'm probably going to have to do, I just don't think I'm good enough to dodge everyone else's attacks while I knock out a tier 4 thrall, which could take quite a few hits. So I'm probably going to have to kill everyone else, like climb somewhere they can't reach me, let them tether, then just try to take on the one dude by himself. Or the one dudette by herself. I honestly don't know if there's more than one names that could show up here. I don't even know what the, like, if they have other... I mean, I would assume they have, like, you know, Nordheimer sorcerers also, and, you know, I'm assuming they have ones like, you know, I'm assuming they have male and female sorcerers. I'm assuming they have ones for all the factions. So, who do we have here? Sumerian. Yeah, it's the same ones. Alright. I don't think they've changed yet. It's going to take a little bit of time. If anyone knows a better way to do this, feel free to drop it in chat or whatever, but as far as I can tell, like from a lot of experience playing this, this is kind of how the trying to find a thrall thing is done, for the most part. Like, I think this is, like, something like this is basically how I got from that one... Ooh. Almost, that's not where I slide down the wall. That's after this. Okay. That would have been bad. So freaking scatterbrain tonight. You know, I've been playing a lot of stuff. I played, I was playing some Destiny 2 tonight. And game's getting on my last nerve. I think the honeymoon's over. So that's interesting. I was trying to do that stupid thing where you have to, I think it's part of the world where Witch Queen takes place, like the Savathun throne world, but it's not really, you know, I don't even have that expansion, so I mean, I'm not going to be doing that whole storyline or that whole area, but, you know, they give you a glaive and you have to, like, start upgrading it and then, you know, take it to that funny, like, ancient machinery, and it's like, ooh, why don't you come see me later? Both of you, really. But anyhow, yeah, like there's you have to upgrade it. Well, first of all, glaives, I'm like not really my weapon type because like I don't really know how to play melee in Destiny 2 because it's like, I mean, if you really wanted people to use melee a lot, like maybe don't have so many areas of the game that are full of like basically like serious sand bombers where like, you know, where melee is just not going to help you. You know, because you're just hitting things that are trying to blow up in your face, and you're kind of doing their job for them. But anyway, it's like that was one of the things that kind of bugged me a little bit about playing Arcstrider. Is like, yay, you know, I like did my super, I have my arc staff, and now there's cursed thralls everywhere because, you know, of course there are, because of course that's the next wave that popped up as soon as I did that. You know, and then you have to, like, if you want to use that anything else, you have to try not to hit one of those by accident and, you know, get a face full of explosions. And, you know, I was also playing, like, a little bit of Dead by Daylight tonight because, you know, the event, the Halloween event, I thought it was supposed to be the 11th, but I guess it got pushed back a couple of days or something. But anyhow, Yeah, so that's not ready yet. So I was just like, I happen to have Bloody Party streamers on one of my characters, so I was just using like just a few of them. So I was using them up just for the sake of let me grind a few more points before the the event items start dropping from the Blood Web, so that I'll have a lot of points stockpiled for that. I can't really say the game's getting on my last nerve because DBD got on my last nerve years ago, and it's just I don't know why I'm still playing it. Except that it does fill kind of a really unique niche in different sorcerers. All right, not the ones I want though. Yeah, it does feel like a very unique niche in the whole survival horror, pantheon, I guess you would say, or survival horror, the survival horror genre. I mean, it's always going to be one of the big, just like how when you think survival horror, you think Resident Evil. When you think of like that type of like sort of asymmetrical, survival horror, like play hide and seek with the monster type thing. You're basically always going to think of Dead by Daylight, and every game that tries to fill that niche from now on is always going to be compared to that, and that's for a reason. I mean, as much as I rag on the game's many flaws and glitches and annoyances, I mean, it's like, well, as the meme says, they did a pretty good job so far. It's probably the best that it could have gone, considering what an out there type of game that is, and how hard it is to balance, and how hard that is to manage. It's like, if it was easy to do it better, someone would have done it. And so far, like, basically everyone who's tried to replace, like, everyone that's tried to dethrone that game from that particular niche has just fallen flat on their face. So it's probably going to be sticking around for a little longer. All right. Well, yeah. Just gonna chill out here for like maybe 20 seconds. Also, this is like the edge of the heat area, so it's like I go down here, and this is part of the icy mountain that is very cold, extremely cold. Ow, that does damage. Yeah, it doesn't take long to get frostbite if you just go out there with nothing, or especially if you just ate ice over here or just use the ice and then you like run over there. Yeah, it doesn't work out all that great. I strongly suspect a loud speakerphone conversation incoming, so if I mute for a few minutes, that's why. So don't take the muting personally or whatever. It's not that I don't want to talk to you. I don't know, it could be a 1 minute thing, and could be like, 20 minutes. Every day is just full of surprises around here. I don't think I need the torch that badly. Can I put that away? Yeah. Yeah, now that seems like it's daylight now. Alright, let's see who we got. Same people. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to mute now, so I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, is everybody there? Let me see. Okay, so I found my... I just went and closed the door to control the noise a little bit. I am very sorry about people's, like, loud, gossipy phone conversations in the background. It's like, this is what it is, you know. I do try and control my environment, and it doesn't always work out. So, so anyway, I found my my buddy here, of the Black Arts. He's very insistent on that pronunciation. You know, like, I mean, you know, it's just, he's kind of sensitive about it. Like, we misspelled his name tag when he first you know, first started working here, and then it was like, you know, we don't, you know, we just try not to be a pain in the ass about it. You know, it's reasonable. It wants to be addressed properly. So, but anyhow, I am going to probably try to capture him, which means I will probably have to try to murder everyone else first, because otherwise they will stab me to death. Which is I mean, fairly reasonable. They like having him around, and they kind of don't want him transferred to another location. Well, okay. Sorry in advance. Oh, also, I gotta try not to kill him. That's gonna be fun. Why did I try to wake her up, too? She was actually minding her own business for a minute. Oh, no. Don't go in the middle of all of them. That's basically how you die here. And this was probably going to be a first attempt kind of thing, because I'm probably going to die any second. If I don't accidentally kill him, which is going to make me want to cry after all this stupid spawn manipulation here. Alright. I've got, like, yikes. Should be using that stamina to dodge like a maniac, because they're certainly trying to kill me like maniacs. Anyone? Okay, that's 2 down. Try to use the overhand so I don't hit everyone that I don't want to. You know, he also hits pretty hard too, because he is a tier 4, so that's, woof, he's got some moves there. That was a nice combo. And I don't want to start getting bleed stacks and die. Yeah, that dagger lunge is something else there. Oof. I mean, I can kind of fake them out a little bit enough without using stamina that I can just barely gain stamina back. Usually. It's kind of like spinning killers in DBD, you know, it's just like, you know, once you learn how, you never forget. And then you have 5,000 hours and you continuously fuck it up anyway. I might actually have to try to get distance and then climb something and see if I can kill the other 2 some other way. What is going on here? They kind of stopped trying to hit me for a second there. I mean, not that I'm complaining. I think like 2 more hits on the blacksmith and she's out of the fight, maybe. Also, if I accidentally, like, fat finger my keybinds and, like, bring up my menu or something, I'm instantly dead here, because they will destroy me before I figure out what I did. And for fuck's sake, don't bring up the console. You don't know how many times I died because I accidentally hit tilde and then, like, I'm frantically trying to dodge and I'm just typing, like, WASD blah 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 into the console and then I die. Lovely if there's a way to turn that off, but we've already talked about that problem. I need to get distance. Shit. And they crippled. What the hell? How did they do that? I thought daggers don't do that. Please stop trying to stab me. If I could just get one of them down, I could probably ace the rest of this, but I'm running out of stamina for doing anything. Okay, cool. That one's down, and I can probably get the other one down.
I never wanted to be here.
Understandable, really. Who does? Whoever does. Just even handling him by himself is going to be a handful. I'm wondering how hard he is to stun, because if I can keep stunning him out of his combo, I can do this. If I can't, I probably can't do this. And I'm getting hot because I forgot to use ice. Ooh. Backhand to the face. And he actually does have to use the flip. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate for me, not so much for him. It's actually really fortunate for him. He can probably bleed me to death before I can do anything if I'm not careful. He keeps jumping out of my combo. Fuck. Combo breaker. It's gonna be really dicey. Even though he keeps walking into this and eating it in the face, I might not make it. Come on. And we're done. Holy crap, that was a hell of a fight. Alright, let me get my capture device here. Okay, we're going on a little journey. Got an exciting new opportunity for you. You're gonna love it. It's a fast, fun, and friendly environment. You know, we have full benefits, 401k, Spaghetti Tuesdays, etc. You know, don't worry about it. You're gonna love it. It'll be fine. I'm already healed up almost completely from that. Going the wrong way. Going the wrong way is going to be engraved on my tombstone at this rate. So my mouse is acting a little... Is my mouse acting a little funny, or is it my hand? Because, you know, my hands aren't getting any younger. Tell you what. I think the problem might exist between the chair and the keyboard. I should probably swap to this in case any rock noses try to stop me from getting home. Yeah, that was predictable. Poke, 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 poke. Poke. I love that. It's so cartoony. And effective. Somehow. Ah, I missed him. Crap. I don't want to be accidentally, like, hacking at my new friend here while I'm trying to fight this thing. Let's take some maneuvering. No, 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 don't. You are the worst. Get over here. Alright, you're just making this harder on yourself. Really, if you didn't aggro, I would have just run right past you. This is way too valuable for me to be just fighting random rock noses. I'm trying to get a valued employee to orientation. We're ruining everything. Stay away from the lava. I don't know if they're immune to that either. I know, I think I discussed this earlier, but, like, they did end up making followers immune to lava, but that's, like, that does not mean, like, just that they made your mount immune to lava does not mean, like, they made you riding your mount over the lava immune to lava, for example. So, I don't know if, like, he doesn't get immunity until he's actually a follower and not just a random enemy that I'm dragging home. Okay. I'll just eat the rest of that, actually, and just put on my... chug some overspiced grubs here to, so I don't freeze to death on the way back. think the wheel has space. Oh. Okay, but she's done. I can take her off and put him on. Alright. So this is not this. Okay, crisis averted. I didn't want to have to go all the way back to frickin', what do you call it? The aqueduct. That would have sucked. Because then I would have had to try to like fall down everywhere without dying. Where can I put my new follower here? I don't know if she's going to be deployed here or at a different area. Okay, while my new employee is watching all the safety videos and whatever, I'm going to go, you know, go do other things. I'm going to just move and guard her temporarily over by my horsey. Too far? No. Well, okay, fair enough. She stand over here? Okay, great. I just want them here so I know where they are, so that they don't, like, if they have to tether back because I died, that they don't go to like some weird random place where I can't find them. I think I'm just going to deploy Face the Wayfarer here. She starts with good shit. Serpentine daggers and dragon bone bow. Not too shabby, really. I don't have any serpent man arrows for her, but she'll have to use razor arrows for now. Also, she needs a suit of armor. Do I have one? Did I leave an extra here? I did not. She could use something a little more robust than the light armor. I think I have, what's her name? I have my bearer using the light armor, I think, because, like, I sort of, you know, wanted her to be, like, identifiable from the other ones who are all wearing medium, and I don't have, like, enough stuff to just, like, make heavy sets all the time, so, but I think I'm going to slap together another medium set for her. Where is Argosian? Whew, that was a little spicy. I almost didn't make it. That could have gone sideways like any number of possible ways there. I need iron. That's what I'm missing. Do I have a stack of iron somewhere? She's also going to need weapons. I don't even know if I really have options for that right now. I'll do my best. I think she... Well, actually, I think she comes with... she might come with the same weapons... Well, yeah, I was just talking about... Yeah, she came with... was it Dragon Bone bow and Serpentine arrows? I'm dumb today. Sorry. Can't brain, I have the dumb. Yeah. I don't think I need the whole thing, though, so let me put the rest of the stack here. Just trying to put all my animal byproducts over here and try to keep things semi-organized. I think it only takes like 60 or 70 to make a set, maybe. I don't remember exactly how much. Alright, so that's Aquilonian. This is Argosian. Gladiator boots, gladiator bracers, gladiator helm, gladiator mail, and gladiator tasset. Looks like that all came out alright. while that's in progress, I can go throw this. I think some of my meat rotted. I'll just throw that in here. How are these doing? Yeah, that was a long fight. It's not like I was going to stop during the fight to fix that. How is this doing? I don't know. How's her inventory doing? The reason that it seems to lose, like when you take a stack of food out and then like you put it back in, it kind of like the reason you seem to lose a few pieces is because it shuffles the expiration times around a little bit, and like it refreshes all the other stacks. So it's like if you had say like 2 stacks that like each of there's like say it was a meat with a 20-minute lifespan and it only had like 2 of them only had 1 minute left, then it'll you know, when you take like one of the stacks out and then put it back in, it'll sort of reshuffle them, because like each of those pieces of meat like it only counts like the decay for the piece on top of the stack basically. So each of those pieces only sort of counted as 1/20th of a piece, if that makes sense. And it kind of readjusts everything according to that. So that's why it does that. I do that because it's like I just kind of, it annoys me when the meat goes bad, even though like this is sort of not really a net savings when I do that, but it's just, and I mean actually having putrid meat is kind of useful like in absolute game terms, but it just kind of annoys me that I'm constantly watching my wonderful food that I put so much effort into just rot away. How much? Speaking of food, actually, we have enough for 3 hours and 42 minutes, and I don't know if that's enough. Definitely, for a tier 4 character, that is definitely, that's not going to cut it. I hope I have more somewhere. If not, I might have to make some. I mean, I could give him whatever, but the gruel seems to be like the standard option over here, because I've heard people say it goes faster if you use gruel, but I don't know if that's actually true or not. I never sort of really noticed a difference. I think I actually used to use the fishy strips because I just didn't know what else to do with them, so... okay. That stack in there. Her armor should be ready. Let's get her equipped. Pardon me for just one moment. And okie dokie. I don't rename the named ones. Like I could rename her to like whatever I please, but I don't feel it's necessary. I've only got one of her over here. It's like when you have like, you know, when you have like 10 followers who are all like Darfari Archer 1 or something, then like, you know, it gets hard to tell them apart if you don't give them names, which can be, it can be a problem if something happens, like say they fall through the floor or you die in an area where you don't remember where you were, and they're like, you know, you're trying to find them again or whatnot, and you're looking through the follower list, and like everyone is named the same if you don't like give them all interesting names. I mean, even when I have, like, say, 10 crocodiles at guarding a base, it's like I have to name them, like, Crocodile 1 through Crocodile 10. You know, I have to go at least that far, because if I come back and find one missing, I'm like, okay, which one fell through the floor? Because if I recover the wrong one, it'll just recover the one standing next to me, and then there's an hour cooldown on recoveries. And, you know, who needs that? Okay. Where should I put these clothes? I should probably stash them somewhere in case I need extra clothes. I mean, I could just stash him in the armory bench for now. Nothing's stopping me. Okie dokie then. I don't even know what today's challenges are because I haven't looked yet. What I got? Craft healing item, harvest stone, defeat boar, defeat elks, defeat a dragon. 9 multipliers and 3 rerolls remaining. Kind of want to try to do the cooler ones, but I don't know how I feel about fighting a dragon by myself. Because I want to try not to get followers killed again. I mean, it'll be a little more interesting than what I do on the average, though. I think there even are dragons up here, but I think the ice dragons up here might be even worse than the ones like the fire dragons by Unnamed City. It's weird that they go into like this whole description when you look at the dragon bones of like how it's like, well, actually, it's like even in this world, it was like they're basically like they basically give you a description that's like the dragons in this world were basically kind of like just dinosaurs or some, or just like big lizards, and they didn't actually breathe fire or whatever, and weren't that intelligent. And then when you actually fight one in Unnamed City, it actually breathes fire on you. So I don't know why they sort of couldn't make up their mind about that. But I guess you could say that like maybe it's like the Giant Kings resurrected one from bones and like tinkered with it to add the legendary abilities, Although, because apparently it is a legend in this universe that they breathe fire. It's just not a true legend. The legend is just, it's just a myth. It's all very confusing. Yeah, I mean, I could also give my thralls the the gold bikini, like the gold chainmail bikinis, except that these have almost no protection. They have like single-digit defense, and I mean, even the regular armors that I'm making are like they could be a lot better. I mean, if like heavy endgame armor, you can get your defense over like 1,000 and something at the very least, and it's like the best you're going to do with the regular armors that aren't like the epic versions is a few hundred, but it's certainly better than nothing. I still feel bad about like the couple of thralls that I tried to like train. I'm like, oh well, I'll just go to an easy area and whatnot, and then they get like they got mauled by like a possessed corrupted turtle or a mini boss or some crap, and I'm like, we should have got them armor. Armor actually makes quite a difference in this game. I remember people were a little salty about like when they sort of, part of the dodge roll nerf, I guess you would call it, was that they kind of made the dodge roll like more or less the same for everyone, except instead of making it like much better for unarmored characters or lightly armored characters. And it's like really, honestly, it's like one of my least favorite tropes in fantasy games, and like this always annoys me a little bit in like Oblivion and whatnot, is when the heavy armor is either like useless or it's just sort of like a different choice from the light armor, that it's like it's sort of two different ways of doing the same thing, and it's like but the problem with that being, it's like if they were even equally easy to get, that would be one thing, but I mean they'll make you work like twice as hard to get to acquire the really good heavy armor as they would to get like the really good light armor, but the heavy armor isn't any better. And it's like, so why is anyone using, why does armor exist in this world if this is how it is? Like useless armor is kind of like one of my pet peeve tropes for, it's like, the armor shouldn't just be decorative. It should actually do something. Crazy, I know. And also, considering encumbrance is still a thing in this, and your encumbrance level drastically affects how fast your stamina comes back. I'm glad at least that the you know, if you are filling up your encumbrance with heavy armor, at least it actually, you know, at least it actually keeps you from, like, getting, like, smacked down in a few hits from everything. Alright, I don't know if I still need this ice, because I don't think I'm going back into the volcano for anything today. I mean, I could just hang on to it for now until, just in case I get a weird bounty or something. Where on the map, like, did I think that there were dragons? Well, I mean, there's Dragon Mouth. I mean, that's, you know, kind of self-explanatory. I think I can actually get there through the volcano. Like, I can take, I think if I scoot through the volcano area, that's where, like, one of the exits where you can come out is Dragon Mouth. I don't have nearly enough arrows to kill anything if I actually do that, because I'm probably going to try and do it by archery. I don't really have enough poisons either. I mean, I have a little bit of poison on these daggers, but that was my last vial, I guess, because nothing else I have on me right now is poisoned. And I don't know why this is here. Could use anything else, really. Let me just keep that handy. I don't know. Well, let's go back up here. Try to come out by Dragon Mouth and see if there's... Well, wait, I need ammo too. Hold on. Didn't I just say I needed ammo? I also don't know how well, like, trying to fake them out with archery is going to work, even if there are a lot of bosses I can take down with archery. I don't know if this is going to be one of them. Does she have arrows for me? I have iron heads. I don't even have steel. I think maybe... I mean, this place is pretty built up. I don't think I need steel reinforcements or whatever as badly as I need arrows. I mean, we'll split the stack. I don't want to do the whole stack. But we could probably use arrows. At least make a few stacks here. Oh, do we have enough feathers? Well, we'll see. Alright. That should be a little over 5 stacks of arrows. What else do I need? Some food to heal with would be good. Do I have anything here? Well, I also have... This is also warming, so... I might actually take that. That safely tucked away. Yeah, I remember having like 1 or 2 stacks when I tried to do this from horseback. Should I do the mount? Well, I don't think there's enough maneuvering room up there to do the mounted archery approach, so I should probably maybe not try to do that. Unnamed City is good for that, though. That worked really well right up until I ran out of arrows and then got my horse killed by trying to fight them on foot and didn't realize that it was going to, you know, every time it like tried to breathe fire at me and missed, it was going to hit my horse, because my horse would be like, you know, jogging merrily behind me trying to catch up. That really kind of sucked. I'll still feel a little bad about getting that horse killed. I don't know if I want to take every arrow that she's going to make here, though, because I don't want to lose them all if I die doing this. I think when I get to 3 stacks, maybe I'll stop. I also have some other odd arrows here. I don't think it's going to take 300 arrows to kill one dragon, is it? I certainly hope not. I don't know if my bow is even going to make it that far. Alright, well. Okay. This is what it is. I think I'm just going to attempt it. If it starts going badly, I'm bailing out, though. But first I have to slip through the volcano zone to find the other exit. Could probably just run for it, because I don't think they can follow me out that exit. It's like, you know, it's a loading gate, basically. Oh, I got more butchered meat now. That sucks. Alright, put on some ice. You know, for as awful as this area it is still, like, freaking beautiful, though. You can see the, like, the well of Skelos and everything from over here, I think. Or something like that. It's just, yeah, it's like, they did such an amazing job putting this game together, you know? Like, it's just... I don't know. I really appreciate it. So I hope stream is doing well. I hope I'm not, like, losing... Oh no, warp throwers. Fuck my life. Did he just bounce that off my ass? Rude. Like, I just had an exploding orb just bounce off one of my butt cheeks. It's a rather problematic greeting. Alright. I'm wondering, like, I vaguely remember there being dragon, or a dragon at least, up here. Where, I couldn't tell you. I mean, it's called the Dragon Mouth, but I think that just could be because it leads to a volcano, so maybe I'm confusing this with somewhere else. Also, I gotta be careful I don't accidentally run across the ghost fence and die. And even with warming food, I'm very cold. Probably because I had ice before. Okay. See this becoming a problem. That's lava. Don't do that. It's like, oh, that's the path up. Yeah, not unless you want to, like, burn your feet all the way. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I wonder if I can scale this. If it looks like I'm not going to make it, I have to save a little stamina to skid back down. Are we making it? Are we making it? Are we making it? I think if I just actually... Oh, shit. Well... Okay, so that's our first death of the evening. I'd like to thank the Academy. Damn it. You were killed by lava. Well, okay, let me get some clothes and try and get back there. Can I borrow your clothes? Be cool? Okay. Promise I'll bring them back. So, that wasn't the intended route. Let's try and do better. I'm gonna bring this shit. I mean, what else am I gonna use it for? Did I leave any other... Well, I could just bring ice, I guess, but... crying out loud. I think if I try and do the same route, I mean, I don't even really have to fight anything between here and there if I don't want to. I mean, you saw me just run past everyone the first time. And that is going to be our plan, because I'm certainly not fighting all those Skelos cultists without even with my gear. I like to avoid them. Considering that, like, you know, I don't want to just go there with, like, an iron weapon and be like, well, let me just smack a few of them out of the way, because that ain't happening. Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. I would love to have seen, like, the motion capture for that, like, lava death animation, though. That was priceless. It's like, oh no, the atmosphere. Please don't throw bombs at my ass. You know, why am I even trying to pretend I can communicate? Well, I mean, arrows I can kind of deal with. Just, you know, don't blow me up with, like, you know, fermented imp glands or something. That's just rude. Where's my corpse? I went that way. Trying to think if, like, you know, did I slide all the way back down or something, then at least I'll be easy to find. Well, here's lies my dumb ass again. All your stuff re-equips as long as whatever slots your stuff was in are empty, so... if I try to get up to that plateau, that might be just good enough. That ledge might be just good enough to stand on. I mean, every time I try to, like, you know, butcher my own body or whatever, I end up with, like, arms and legs and inventory, and suddenly my encumbrance goes all the way up. Do I have any hope of going sideways here to get to this part? Because if I could even get... Oh, wait. Okay. Actually, from here it might be... Ooh. I'm trying so hard to screw this up right now. It's like making every mistake. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't look like I should be able to stand here, but I can. From here, I think I can make it. Even with just, like, 20 into stamina or whatever. I don't know if they renamed that stat or not. I keep forgetting all, like, a couple of the stats, well, at least some stats were removed and some were renamed, and all of them had their effects and purpose jiggled around a little bit, all the surviving stats. So can I make it across this? And if I can, then, like, how do I climb? I think that bit in the middle might not be burning. I'm doing all this on the assumption that up here is where I want to go, which I might be completely wrong about once I get up here. Yeah, I don't see any dragons. I still don't know where I'm actually going or trying to go. Why did I think... I think I just saw, like, oh, well, Dragon Mouth, that's where the dragons are. It's like, yeah, I don't know about that now. Not a lot of truth in advertising around here all the time. Really? You're actually... Territorial fuckers. Yeah, I don't want to go too close to that ghost fence. That is the edge of the world. That is the boundary that makes your bracelet kill you if you touch it. Excuse me, my mouth is super dry. So among many things I gotta remember, I gotta make sure that, well, aside from, like, you know, not freezing to death, I've gotta remember to make more gruel for that sorcerer when I get back. I hear dragon noises, or saber-tooth noises, possibly. Many exciting possibilities. Okay, that's a mammoth. I don't remember mammoths necessarily being near the dragons. Why are they only sort of spawning in now, though? It's a little weird. Weird to me, anyway. Are the goats actually going to, like, pick fights with the mammoths? Good luck with that. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm a little bit lost over here, so don't mind me too much. Alright, so yeah, I was looking to see if I could find where there is a dragon here, and it's not going so well so far, so I think I might, if I'm gonna do this, I might actually just warp to Unnamed City and do it that way. Oh, crap. Almost did it to myself again, look at that. Ridiculous. I remember when I was good at this game. I used to actually pay more attention to what I was doing. Can I see anything of any guidance from up here? Oh shit, I think I fucked up here. I don't know where I'm going now. Whew. Yeah, this is really disorienting, and I might actually use that dream dust just to be able to see where I'm going. Alright, we're doing this. That gives me night vision. So, temporarily, we're going to see if that helps enough to get us to somewhere safe, or relatively safe. Yeah, it's not looking great so far. I don't think I should be going this direction at all. I seem to be going in a worse direction. Also, I'm somehow dehydrating. If I remember reading the effects when they were talking about how like the temperature thing works, is that well, very cold will make you use up food faster. Very hot will make you use up water faster. And then, like, after that, they get to the levels where they do that, and they actually do health damage. I'm just coming down this way because I think that if I don't, I'm gonna die somewhere. And I still don't remember where the stupid dragon mouth is. In relation to where I am right now. Where am I? Oh, I came out by the flow, I think, not the dragon mouth? I don't know. Welcome home. I'm just letting you know I'm streaming a little bit. Would the night vision work better without the torch? It might, because the torch seems to be blooming. It's like the torch is kind of like, the torchlight kind of blooms in the night vision and makes it worse. Because there's multiple entrances here that have, there are multiple ways in and out of the volcano. That's one, there's another, and then there's like the hidden way is like, I think the only one that isn't actually like a loading door. Alright, that's one. This is one of the ways in. I'm going to see if it's the same way I came. I might just be confused. Okay, I think this is where I came out. And it is not really where I wanted to. Now I need the ice immediately. Okay, so this is where, yeah, this is the way I came, and that's to the flow, not the dragon mouth. So I went the wrong way. I'm trying to remember which way is, I think dragon mouth actually might only be after you do, like you... I will always love that loading screen just because, like, it just made me giggle the first time I saw it, but it's a good gag. I appreciate a good, like, credits gag or loading screen gag, you know? I don't know, those tickle me for some reason. Yeah, I think Dragon Mouth might be where you come out after coming back from Well of Skelos and you have to run up that narrow path through like the river of lava to get to the exit door. So, I mean, I could just try going that way. It's pretty rare to get it twice in a row. Alright, you know, I might actually... I don't want to die and lose my stuff and have to try and recover it down here, but I think I could actually get that far without dying, so... You really only have to fight like a few guys to get there. Are these lotuses? Actually, you know, while I'm here, you don't see these everywhere in the game. Alright, I'm making my bandages. My thing wore off. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm going to make my bandages available again after this. Also, yeah, this is... I've got to run and jump and whatever. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of a one-way trip. I think. I don't know. Is it a one-way trip? I guess you could actually get back over this, I think, if you climb... Like, if I were to climb up there and then hop across, but it's not like... I mean, at very least, anyone chasing you can't directly follow you there, so that's nice. I think this goes to the Well of Skelos. If it doesn't, then I don't know why I came here. What is this exactly? Oh, well, nope. Well, there's treasure here at least. Oh, I think I have this confused with a different area, I think. And I'd like to avoid a fight with her. I mean, I could just shoot her for her stuff, but...
Watch out.
I'd like to at least explore around here and see if I'm on the right track, and I can't do that if she's trying to chop my head off. What's in here? Nothing but a few coins. Alright, I know where that path is now. That is the path that I was talking about that comes back from Well of Skelos and leads out of this fiasco. I don't know if I can actually make it to that from here, though. I think I would have to go across too much lava and die. You're supposed to come down from, like, up there. Or maybe over there. Oh no. Don't die. Well, I can put my, what do you call it, on and get some of these. More Golden Lotus. Nice. I don't really use those very much. That's way too much to... That's too far to jump. This might not be, though. Not really crazy about the idea of trying to jump this, but... I mean, that looks pretty nasty. There's definitely a death if I screw it up. But now that I have the vantage point in the daylight here that I can see where that actually goes, let's get some stamina back, take some ice, climb again. I saw the geometry like just flicker just the tiniest, faintest bit as I was coming up there, but they've mostly like ironed that out. It's like not... It's not the kind of problem that I was having with it before. Before it was like freaking insufferable when I would, in some areas, when I would climb up that, you know, it'd be constantly be shifting around as I was trying to climb it. Alright, I think I see a path. If I climb up here, I'll get to a part where it's narrow enough to hop over, and then I can climb down, and I can see where that exit goes. I mean, I could just look it up on the wiki, or something, but where's the fun in that? Yeah, so it was before the big leap of doom over here. Which means, you know, I actually just shouldn't have jumped over here, and that was a mistake. You live and learn. Alright. Yeah, so it is possible to get back from here then. Let me just see. Just take a flying leap over here. Painful, but survivable. I didn't want to take the warming food. Damn it, that was a mistake. What the hell am I doing here? I mean, it's nothing I can do to undo the spices now, so... Alright, I need to get on the other side of that. Now, is this jumpable? That's another good question. I probably shouldn't have come across these stairs if I wanted to do that. I should have just stayed over there. I also don't want to, like, fall in there and have, like, no way to climb out. It's almost like they built all those bridges for a reason. The thing I'm not crazy about is that if I do that, then I'm likely is not going to have these guys chasing me. That sucked a bit. That sucked bunches. That was honey bunches of oats there. Also, where are my band-aids? That is the Well of Skelos. That funky light coming out of that is the teleporter to the fun part of this area. It's kind of more fun for them than for me right now, though, so... that is the path that I'm trying to reach, so let's get down here. Yeah, that's the area where I fought that lady and, like, shot her with the bow and got the coins. Alright, so this is our... I think this area is basically... I think this is the part that, like, when you're coming out of... Am I wrong? I could be... Or does that go uphill? I remember there being a path like this when you come back from the well, that this is, like, the only way out. And I'm trying to remember, is this... Or is that, I'm thinking of maybe that area, that part of it is over here. Ice. Thank you. That might be this part, actually. Also trying not to get attention from anyone over there, because they are very strong. Oof. Oh, I can get more of these. And there are queen bees in there for some reason, because, you know, apparently bees would really thrive in this environment. Alright, I'm a little lost. I mean, I might actually have to try and sneak through the occupied part of this temple and try to remember where's the part that they dump you out of when you come back from the well. That's going to be a little tricky. they definitely saw me. This is the part where you come in. That much I know. That looks familiar. That's like I think when you ride like those little stone floats come down here and then you have to like jump off over here. Alright, so do I have any hope of just like squeaking by these guys with no aggro? If I try not to annoy them. They really love their job. Oh, I hate that. Stop. Can't really afford that right now. Alright, this is the escape route. And here's a rock nose. Maybe they'll want to fight him instead of me. Yeah, this is the escape route I was talking about. Alright, so that does go. I think I found the correct path, and I was looking at it from the wrong... I was going downhill instead of uphill. Oh, shit. Ice, ice, ice. Yeah, I think maybe that's what happened. Like when I made it over here from over there, I should have run up here and not down there back toward the temple. It's a little muddle-headed there for a bit. This should lead to a... Well, it leads to a cool little set piece that leads me out of here. Damn, I'm fine. I kind of love this. You know, they didn't have to do this. Like, they could have just made this loading door just go straight to the, what do you call it? You know, I mean, but that they put in the effort to, like, sort of do this and sort of, explain what's going on here. It's so funky. There are these cool, like, you know, these cool stairs and whatnot that have probably been here since before the age of man and whatnot. Oh, there's the map room. Great. Oh, I need warming. Wait a minute. So where does this come out? This comes out at Dragonmouth. Alright. I think I vaguely remember, like, if you go directly above this, that you might find something worth fighting. I mean, I guess you can... Oh, yeah, it does look very much like a Dragon's Mouth or something, so, you know, good job. Truth in advertising. Yeah, I know there are dragons up in the icy north somewhere, and I just forgot where they are. It's a little frustrating. Were they up in this area, I guess? I don't remember. I don't even know if it was by the highway, which is another way out of here, which I think is actually that's actually like if I go back to Hidden Way and go in here, and then if I were to, like, you know, the part where I run up to the Shrine of the Oracle, like, you remember where I said there's that little border, like that corner I kept running back to make the sorcerers reroll, and then like there's a little path going down that's like the beginning of the cold area. I think if you run all the way down that path, you come out here. So I'm trying to remember if that's where they were. Where am I now? Let's see which way I'm going. If I go this way, I should be going back toward my my base, or one of my bases, but the one by the secret volcano entrance. Just try not to get mauled by a saber tooth between here and there. Everything's being a little frustrating here. I mean, on the plus side, my connection is held, so that's cool. That's got to be my base. I know I'm outside the draw distance, but there we go. Yeah, but I can recognize that that's Hidden Way, so I know that's where I put my base. So okay, so Home Sweet Home is at least nearby. I'm assuming that, like, I mean, the named ones are like, usually they thralls, enemies that you can capture as thralls. It's like either, it's like tier 1, 2, 3, or 4. So it's like Darfar's, or like Sumerian sorcerer or whatever, like 1 or 2 or 3, and then if it's a named one, that's what there's no 4 because the 4 tier 4 all have proper names. So he's having fun with Risa the Brutal right now. Lucky bastard. Come on, sit up straight. Sit up straight or don't stream. Eat your vegetables. Might need additional caffeine supplement here. So, as I mentioned, I'm just going to ignore most of these if we're going to be real here. I can gather as much of this as I want anytime I want. I don't really have to use... I already have so much Golden Lotus sitting in chests that I don't even know what to do with because I don't use the Golden Lotus potion that often. I think it just gives you regeneration or something for a little bit, but... Definitely not even attempting to capture anyone else because I only have the lesser version of the wheel. It's only got one space anyway, so there would be no point. I think I did capture somebody trying to, like, when there was someone, forgot there was someone already on the wheel and had to drag them all the way back to the aqueduct to my other base that has, like, the grand wheel, greater wheel, whatever you want to call it. What do these give again? I don't usually dismantle these because it's usually just rocks. Oh, this is the one that gives goldstone also. Well, that's nice. I think this might be the path that, like, if you go far enough, it goes out a, I mean, I could be wrong, though. I'm trying to think if this is just, like, hidden way and it's not a loading door. It just continues down into the... Yeah, alright. Trying to remember what connects to the highway. That might actually be... I'm trying to think if that's actually, like... Is that coming out of the boss room from killing the boss for the trapezahedron or whatever the heck it was. I don't want to go to Icespire Chasm. That area is awful. Yeah, I'm all kinds of confused right now. Well, I think I'm probably going to stop looking for dragons around here because it's probably run into one right after I don't need one anymore. I'm not even really crazy about the idea of fighting a dragon just for the challenge because there are other challenges that are like almost as many points that are a lot easier. I could probably have done 10 of them by now with all the time I spent mucking about with this. Okay, so we're heading on back. Gonna be back at our base in a little bit. Coming up on an hour and 45 minutes. I think after knocking out a few easy challenges, I might give this a rest. We'll see how I feel about it. My mouth is like dry as hell today. Just like... I'd like to take my mount with me. How's my mount doing on levels and whatever? Level 17. Get more experience, I guess. I'm actually thinking, should I... My bearer is already level 20, and I don't really need her to bear anything right now, so... I might actually sit her in here somewhere safe. Where'd she go? And... okay. Well, I don't want her blocking the door, actually. It might be... I don't want her outdoors, though. I might actually take Face the Wayfarer with me. That ought to do that. Kind of don't want to lose her either, so I just hope I don't screw this up too bad. None of these are going to decay for 10 hours, so why am I... oh crap. Because I just ate ice and then I stood out in the snow, that's why. I was like, why am I taking damage? Well, you see, when exposed skin and frostbite love each other very much. 2 hours and 40 minutes. Do you have some seeds that I can make roll with? Just grab some of those. So why are we carrying this around? Now I just need plant matter. I don't know if I have any. To follow me in here. I don't even have any coal in there. Did I take it all out of the stoves to... yeah, I did. Great. Okay. Okay, just as long as I know that. carrying that around at all. Well then, let's try and find some wood or something. That a little crowded in here. Thank you. Actually, I'm gonna have to just have you stand guard temporarily so we're not tripping over each other here. Okay. I don't think I have any plant matter except in here. This doesn't seem sanitary, but you know the game doesn't seem to care. Still don't have wood. Let's see if the, I mean, I could use the dry wood that I picked up somewhere, but that's kind of a waste. I might just have to chop some. You know, have I ever mentioned I kind of love this, like, you know, when you, yeah, when you pull out a tool, like you do that little flip like that with it. Now, obviously, especially given this is like it's supposed to be a survival game, it's like in a survival situation, the last thing you would ever do is do this with your frickin' tools. Because one, you might drop the tool and, like, you know, not be able to recover it or something in some bad situation. It was probably hard to make. And two, you might, like, you know, fumble it and, like, accidentally lose some fingers. So, but for the purpose of the game, it's really awesome because it draws attention to the fact that, like, you know, in case you have several tools on this hotbar, that, you know, they draw your attention to, hey, you just pulled this tool out. You know, they kind of force you to look at it. So it's like, oh yeah, that's my pickaxe. And it's just kind of a cute little flourish that, like, you know, it's kind of amusing to me, but it does actually kind of serve an in-game purpose as far as the interface of, like, you know, the visual language of the game. And now I'm starting to sound like I'm like trying to get a job as a games journalist. I'm gonna stop now because that's just kind of silly. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like, basically, in design speak, you know, it's like sort of, I feel like the game communicates that well, so, you know, that's what I was talking about. These could actually go over by the carpenter, because that's where I use them. This could go on the alchemy bench, because that's where I use that. Actually, should I tan this to make leather? Probably. Let me give this a hot minute, because it's almost done. Take all, and I'll leave a little bit of wood in here in case I need to cook something else. Just turn this on for a minute just to like warm myself up. At least a little bit of coal in there. Could make some spiced roast, I guess. It's not much fuel, but it's enough for this. Also, this is where I left all my torches, apparently, because I ran out of ideas. Why didn't I put at least some of these away? I mean, or if I didn't want to make this a stupid mess and clog up my dump chest, I could actually just leave it on these, this table over here. That actually works just as well. Don't think I need more than this right now. Also, for the sake of having clothes next time I have to go run and, you know, come back from the dead. Going there for a reason, don't remember why. Oh yeah, drop some of this plant matter back in here. Roll for my sorcerer. Didn't I have another bit of like a smaller stack here? Yeah, I did. Okay. Alright. None of these expire for an hour and 20 minutes, and that's 6 hours of that at least give me some wiggle room that like for I wouldn't even have to check on that for a couple of streams probably, so get back in here and drop off these crocodile skins for the tanning station. And some bark. And actually I might as well just get that started, I guess. Let's give some of these seeds back to my horse. Now, I said I was going to leave some of this stuff on the carpentry bench. Resin, dry wood. I could always use more of this. I guess we'll leave some branches there too. All right. Might actually leave a little bit more of this stuff at home. I'm definitely carrying more than I actually need. Now, they're both standing guard here. So this is where they'll reappear if anything happens. I'll touch my bed just to be sure. Empty this stuff out and get it into a chest. That's enough of that. Alright. I'll just throw this back in here. don't usually feel the need to like dump seeds out of my inventory because it's like if I have just like a few lotus seeds or something, it's like that so little weight that it's not usually worth worrying about. That's like 0.06 of, you know, encumbrance or whatever. So okie dokie. I don't think I'm overburdened or anything, so I might actually... Where am I starting now? What challenges am I doing right now? Can make a healing item, harvest stone, defeat 4 creatures, defeat elves, defeat a dragon. I don't want to go fight boar again because I don't have anywhere to put any more pork, so... I'm just going to harvest some stone real quick just for easy points and see if maybe a better challenge pops up to replace it. I don't want to waste all my rerolls just yet. We're 2 hours in. I'm just going to see if I can just knock some stuff out real quick just to get credit. I mean, more stone is usually a good thing to have anyway, so... There. Okay, that's sorted out. Challenge. Defeat mountain goats. The fearsome mountain goat. Oh no, I don't know if I can handle them, guys. I might not be OP enough. It's not very exciting. Neither is craft a healing item, though, if we're going to be real. I'm just re-rolling this. I don't need to go fight more things for meat. Salamanders, Blackhand Pirates, a Surge... Well, I can't do a Surge Boss because I'm not doing... I can harvest stone again. Still have more stone up here. Craft a tool. It's not that hard to do here. Might have to borrow some wood back from over here, though. Gonna make another construction hammer. Bird creatures, sell. Well, these are both more like the jungle biome, and I'm nowhere near that. Actually, so the pirates are not very nearby either. Or crocodiles. I don't know. Am I going to have to warp back to... I might take another reroll. None of this is looking great. I think whatever the next reroll gives me, I just gotta live with it. It's just been a while since I was been grinding other games, and it's been a while since I even tried to make progress on this, so I don't want to neglect it too much. Oof. Visit Sepramero. Well, you know, it's more interesting than not visiting Sepramero, I guess. Always managed to park my followers just close enough that they're blocking whichever way I usually try to walk around them. Now that I started chopping stone, I may as well just make sure I have more of it. I don't care if that's even or whatever. Let's put this over here. Gotta put my twine back before I'm carrying a bundle of twine everywhere with me. I think I borrowed that from here. Nothing else that I shouldn't... Oh, you know what? I don't have war paint now. I have to do another... Let's do my glory war paint. There we go. I think the last one was calm. Yeah, that's pretty cool looking. Alright. Okay. So I'm going to see if I can get everyone to come with me. strange journey back to one of my bases. This is me sitting up straight. Really been trying to kill my gamer slouch and my gamer's hunch here. Because they're no good for me. I might have to like pad this chair a little bit because I've kind of been wearing the heck out of it. It's really held up surprisingly well considering it's just like an Amazon Basics chair. Worked well enough that I actually got another one and I have it sitting over there across the room just for when this inevitably breaks and I need a backup and don't want to wait for delivery. Or, you know, if I ever have, you know, company. I mean, what kind of weirdo gamers have friends, though? Like actual humans coming over? I don't know, man. Alright. Hate not looting these while they're here. There's just like stuff that's just so free. It's so easy to grab that on the way out, so let me try and get down here and whip my Warhammer out. I mean, I guess we could actually try and knock out some undead over here. You know, I never even set her engagement rules. Guard me. Guard me is the one I use more than anything else, usually. I don't know how beefy she is or how much I want to try, how much I want to push my luck here. Seems to be doing alright so far. I should probably put these band-aids on over here. No, not that. Just in case. Okay, my gamers have friends. Yeah, welcome in, Leah. Nice to see you here. Yeah. Welcome back to the stream. I've got Face the Wayfarer. I think I'm pronouncing her name right, and we're leveling her just by beating up some skellies right now. I got I managed to get a named sorcerer onto the Wheel of Pain, so I'm pretty happy about that. I almost died in the volcano trying to get him. It was a tough fight, but I hung in there. And I was doing it with no follower because I didn't want to get a follower killed if I botched the whole thing, so it was like no follower now. Get him! There you go. I forget what this one says.
One more time. There is enough. Who struck the first blow? I cannot say. They enslaved youth, twisting the bracelets to their corrupted ways. We retaliated by destroying their aqueduct. We established an outpost, Zula, in the north, to watch the Serpent Men and prevent them from joining with their allies. And I began to formulate a powerful sorcery to ensure the safety of our people.
Yeah, so this is the Witch Queen sort of telling you about her war against the Giant Kings and like the revolt and like how they sort of had basically they had lived together for a while and had sort of like a civil war type situation break out, and that's a big part of why this place is the way it is. There's like all the tier 4s have thralls that you can capture have proper names. Like you probably see ones that are like, you know, Archer 1, Archer 2, Archer 3, whatever. But like the most powerful ones, they're not like, they won't be Archer 4. They'll be like, you know, Lyssa the longbow or whatever. You know, they'll have like some proper name to them, like they're actually supposed to be unique, like legendary heroes or whatever. Yeah, the name sorcerers, the only name sorcerer I've seen so far, if I get, well, I'm coming back from the other base, but like has some very weird like serpent man name or something. So, you know, it's one of those fantasy names full of like, you know, like unpronounceable strings of consonants and apostrophes and whatever, so. But, he looks pretty cool, though, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he could do with the sorcery bench once I, you know, get him home. But right now, he's at, like, my wheel at the base by Hidden Way to the volcano. There's 3 of them. I think at least 3, possibly 4. I think I'm pushing my luck too much. He's still low level. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I mean, I lose half my health just fighting 2 of them. I think I'm going to look back on that as a dumb decision as I'm respawning if I do that. This one here has no backup, so... Also, I found out the short swords are fun. I got the twin-bladed short sword here. Alright. Is there another one? Did she just run off to fight someone else? Or no, she just, her pathfinding is just weird. Who else do we have over here? Is there anyone else that we can pick off without getting surrounded? Here's one. Actually takes him out pretty fast. I might actually want to set her to not attack before we try to cross the bridge, because there's that event over there and I don't want her trying to fight the boss. I see one, but I bet there's 2. Let's try to lure him over here so he doesn't immediately wake up the other one. Not too late. They're going down pretty fast though, so they'll be alright. They still hit a little bit hard for my light armor. I have to put my torch away every time I do that. Yeah, the sorcerers are basically like when you have the sorcery bench, they do stuff just like when you like when you put artisans in your, you know, in your artisan bench or your armorer's bench or whatever. They might have. I'm assuming that he might have recipes for sorcery stuff that I don't.
Take you.
Or at very least he'll make sorcery crafting faster. That was pushing it a little bit. Also, I need more food over here. If I go back, I might be able to handle some of the ones over here. Just a little nervous about 4 of them. I also don't know how long it takes for them to start respawning, and I don't want to get, like, sandwiched in. If, like, one's ahead and behind me. Aren't there usually a couple of guys in here? I see one at least. It's a good thing I repaired my armor so it's not falling off my butt here. Are these... I can't remember if these are winter lotuses or... No, that's just berries. Never mind. I'll just grab some anyway. There's possibly one lone guard down there. Or maybe he's not alone. Maybe I should try and bring him up here, actually. I forgot that this is reasonably effective. A lot of places I could run into them unexpectedly if I'm not careful here. Oh, well, look at that. It's just what I was talking about. I hope she's got this. Yeah, she seems to be doing alright. Alright, there's a bunch more of them. Won't be bothering us anymore. I think I could lure that one, I could provoke him to come up here and get whacked. If I can hit him, that would help. There we go. She had the same idea, but I mean, she's like 2 feet away from him. I think she's got this, though. He looks like he's going down pretty fast. I didn't mean to... What? No, not the screen I was going into. Anyone else? Anyone hiding down here? Someone over there. Wow. They're gonna revoke my archery merit badge here. Okay, switch weapons. That would be good. Thank you. Yeah. Fuck. Going first, so I send the follower. I send the follower fin first. Well, I mean, if she was 20th level with like heavy armor, it would be different. But I don't want to send her in first when she's like level 5 right now. That seems like it would be a good way to get her killed, and I'm gonna try not to do that. Actually, let me just see if we can get him into a choke point up here. We can maybe hit them. I'm lucky they wasted a couple of swings on the horse, who is going to get all their health back anyway. sorcerers on this fool. I don't think I ever even came this way into this area. I didn't even know this was here, more or less. I'm trying to stick with my followers. It's another treasure chest. I'm getting a little heavily encumbered, though. Well, there's the... Yeah, I know what this is. Now, the problem is... This is something they added for the sorcery thing. This is like an event that there's people, like, about to sacrifice somebody or whatever. And if you kill the 3 cultists, then a couple of demons are going to warp in. And then if you kill the two giant demons, and if you kill them, then like a boss warps in. I have never killed this boss, but I vaguely recognize it because I think it's one of the bosses you can summon in Isle of Sipta with like the statuettes in that one area. But I don't know if that has a proper place outside of that in Sipta or anywhere else, but I don't think I've like some of the sorcery comment a little bit of the sorcery content, like some of the monsters and whatever, is sort of copy-paste from Sipta. Like, you can get those little question mark energy balls. Like, you know, the unstable question mark, whatever, you know. I think I might actually set her to not attack, and so we can just run past them, because... Attack nothing, because we should really just run for it. That's what I'm going to do. That's the plan so far. So let's just get going. I really don't feel like doing that fight over here when she's like level 5. I set her to attack nothing because if she gets like hit once, she'll turn around, get mad, and then go try to fight them all and die. Also, she has to keep teleporting after me because of, you know, whatever. Too bad I can't get her own horse. I think it's safe to set her to attack again. Guard me. Alright. There's that Nordheimer city that's like full of really tough enemies. Which way was I trying to go, though? I mean, I'm trying to, like, I used to go, like, my standard route used to be able to run along this river and just run through, like, 3 enemy camps on the way home, and I kind of realized I don't really have to do that. You know, I could just sort of avoid most of the problems by going a different way. See, I used to, like, run right through that camp down there. I could just run along the ridge up here, and they wouldn't even see me. Also, this music is fucking amazing, and I love it. Hello, mammoths. Can avoid nearly every... I mean, I don't have to go up here. I could be running along down through those trees and I'd still be fine. I just like the view from up here. Yeah, so what I usually do is I used to run along the edge of that river and then jump in, climb into that thing and like run along the aqueduct to where my base is, because I installed an elevator there to let me get down. Or I could just jump in the water from up there, but I actually have a little mini base up there just to have an elevator attached, with a bed and everything. I can also, like, I don't have to go through there. I could also run... There's a path downhill through here that goes around the... there's a hill that goes down toward under the aqueduct, but there's a little base over here with a named enemy that's really tough, and I don't even like to take followers past that because a couple of them have gotten, like, trapped and killed over there along with me sometimes. You know, they don't always, like, it doesn't seem like if you, there doesn't seem to be any way to, like, cut that corner tight enough that they don't see you. So you pretty much always get attacked. A little bit of Lotus up here. Alright, let me see if she actually follows me, because sometimes they pathfind and sometimes they're just not feeling it. See if they're coming or not. Are they coming? Well, okay, you're following me. I don't know where my horse is. Oh, hi horsey. Alright. Yeah, I'm unfortunately minus a horsey because an encounter with a dragon didn't go very well. I'm still getting used to the mounted combat. But this is one of my new horsies. Cute. I like paint horses. They're adorable. Alright. Let me touch spawn point. And, I mean, I could take the elevator, but, like, you know, I can also get away with doing this somehow. It's like 1 meter of water, and somehow I'm like, yeah, I just basically fell off a skyscraper. I'm fine. Now I gotta find where my followers ran off to again, because they don't have an easy path to follow me. This area is a little crowded. Okay, there you are. Where's my other friend? Okay, all of my... Okay, my bearer, my alchemist... The alchemist, I guess I could put to work right here. I've got a sorcerer, but I don't have a sorcerer bench here. I'd have to make one. I still don't have any use really for the high priest because I don't have that altar here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going. I've been kind of busy. I also did a little bit this off stream, and then I was like, I'm having so much fun with this, I should start streaming it again. Especially, when the Age of Sorcery stuff came out, I started trying to do more streams of this. It's been fun so far. I am so overloaded right now because I am carrying like a couple of people in my pockets. Alright. There's my alchemist. Oh, this alchemist has all the cool recipes apparently. Alright. Alright, that's very handy. That is actually very helpful. So, that's gonna be good later. As a matter of fact, you could make a couple of these for me right now. Give you something to do. So I also had, like, what do I had out? Who did I have out there? I had the bearer, the priest. Is there anybody else I should place right now? Oh yeah, I said I was going to make a bench for that sorcerer. I mean, where I'm going to put it is a good question. Maybe I'll put it up on the roof. To the construction hammer. Also, I forgot to check how much this costs. Stone, crystals, and iron. I actually have that much iron on me just from looting. I know I have that many crystals sitting in a container somewhere. Stone isn't hard to get either. Did I leave a pile of stone somewhere, or did I make them all into bricks? I think I probably made everything into bricks. I might have to go chop some stone, actually. And I should definitely grab more bandages and healing potions next time I'm somewhere that I can grab them. Is that enough? Not yet. I think this ought to do it. I think I had a trivial amount in the furnace that'll make this over 300. Yep. Where am I going to put this? Don't want it to be in everyone else's way here. Also, don't even really want it to be outdoors, but I think I'm out of room indoors. Well then. Yeah, I don't think I can squeeze one more workbench in here. I can barely navigate even without my followers as it is. There's some unused space over here. Well, this is kind of unused. Sort of. Let me see if it fits. Not too bad if I do say so myself. Here. Work out in the fresh air. Okay, so I have a sorcerer. I don't think I have the book here. Oh, I think it's like this is for adding spells to the book or something, or making copies of it. This is also where you use like those illusion items you get from the battle pass area that you can sort of transmog like an item and to make it look like something else if it's the same type. You can also make staves here. Could actually make a staff right now. Just to have extras. Okay. Recipe research. A faded page to be added to the tome. You need 10 failed sorcerer spell pages to get, let's see. Or you can get papyrus scroll. Sacrificial blood and a flame. Oh, I know what that's from. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that, honestly. Actually, it's one of the reasons that I'm kind of like lukewarm about the sorcery, is like, I don't necessarily want my character to be doing the things you have to do to get that. The human sacrifice in this is just nasty. You know, a lot of the nasty things you do in this game don't faze me that much, but that's, you know, that's not one of them. I think I actually need more bone meal. I'm just going to do this. Why don't I park my horse somewhere? Stand guard, please. Good. Stand over here. Okay, great. She could also stand guard in here for a minute. I captured her and didn't realize that I already had I had her from like a long time ago, and I kind of forgot like character names, and you know, I mean, there's other characters that I literally have two of though. Like I have, I know there are two of like the name like Tier 4 Darfari Dancer and Cena Hidden Daggers. I have I somehow got two of her. First time I had to go, I was like, right, can't play Conan in front of the kids anymore. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not really family-friendly content. But, you know, I mean, the game was really kind of like, not really meant to be a kid's game to begin with. I mean, I do love that they, like, you know, that they didn't like water down the you know, the edgier content, but I mean, you know, there's kind of a time and a place for it. I'm not going to use iron cleavers or iron hatchets. I think I'm just dismantling those. Iron cleaver, iron hatchet, iron hatchet. Do I have any iron picks or anything? No. I think I'll put the rest of this steel in this. I'm sure the blacksmith could use this. Put some of this plant matter in the compost heap. There we go. Can fill these flasks and get the alchemist to do fun stuff with. Alchemist actually could use some of this too, because this is for some of the recipes. There. Just trying to keep some basic ingredients in here for stuff that I know that is part of these recipes. I'll just eat these, I don't really care. Horse can have some of these seeds. I don't think they eat these type. They only eat like regular seeds, but can hang on to them anyway. Follower might need more food. I think she used some up during that fight. And more arrows. Could potentially make more flasks up here. I'll leave this reinforcement kit here in case I need it. I don't know what I'm doing with these steel daggers. I'm probably just going to grind those. These aren't really competitive anymore, so give the metal to the blacksmith. Probably just drop this back in the furnace where I found it. I usually just think out loud so I don't forget what I'm doing. Hang on to these lotus seeds and stuff. Doesn't really weigh much. How are these challenges doing? They're only giving me challenges for stuff that like would be kind of a pain in the butt to do right now. How's my horse doing as far as leveling? No, wait, no, darn it. I didn't want them to follow me again, but still level 17. Should I take them with me? Probably. I'm going to need them if I want to go to Separate Marrow. I don't even know if I want to do that right now, though. I might actually just go there solo, just for... I don't want to accidentally drop my follower into the middle of a fight or something. think it's probably easiest from this teleport over here. Alright, we're gonna run with that. Alright, I know where this is. This is entrance to Warmaker Dungeon. Zipper Marrow should be over this way. You could just run up that hill. I don't have to engage any of those folks over there. If I was trying to level and I thought we could take them, I would do that, but not today. Been fighting skellies for like half an hour. I think I'm done with that. I could always use more coal. Maybe I should chop this while I'm here. I think I can just about see the city limits from here. There you go. So does this count as visiting, or... Come on, game, let me know. There we go. That was easy. Craft a weapon is not hard. I've only got 4 multipliers left, though. That's not really a great one. I might actually just use my last reroll and see what I get. It's nothing fantastic. Oh well. Probably going to be very encumbered by the time this is done. And I have nobody to carry it because I decided to leave everyone home for safety's sake, so probably gonna have to drop some of it. This music isn't bad either. Feathers from vulture nests. Wonder if there are any up here. See if I can see any on the other cliff if there aren't any here. Definitely at least one of these has to have some. Well, this isn't it, but maybe that is. Can be rock noses here or anything? See some iron. How do you feel about the new battle pass and challenges? Honestly, I really don't mind it. I've been having fun with it so far. I have not bought the battle pass. I'm thinking, like, if I'm going to spend money on that, I'm probably going to wait until I get to the end and then can just scoop everything up all at once. I don't really see the point of, like, you know, getting it in advance because I don't need any of this stuff that immediately. I mean, considering that they're still running, like, you know, live servers for the game and everything, I don't feel like... Some people are kind of freaking out about it. I don't think it's unfair. I think that, you know, they're, like, I already play other games that have used that model for a while, so it's like, it's not... Like, I know, like, Dead by Daylight, for example, has been doing that for years. That you had, like, you know, that you have sort of the Rift Pass, as they call it, you know, because their events are called Rifts, and they've had the cosmetic store for years, and that doesn't bother me. Yeah, it's like, you know, I mean, I'm not really, like, I'm not, like, just going to be, like, crazy, like, pumping money into this game, buying Crom coins or battle passes or whatever, but, you know, because I've kind of, like, I've, on and off, like, I've treated myself a few times in other games, like in this, in Spiral Knights. I think I don't really spend money on Spiral Knights anymore, but there was a time when I was, that's, like, kind of a, that was an MMO that one of Sega's spin-off companies, I think, did for a while, and then they sold it to someone else. It's still running. It's just I don't really play it that much because it hasn't had any new content in a while. But it's actually one of my most played games on Steam because there was a point where I was kind of like no-lifing that game because I didn't have a lot else going on at the time. And it, you know, just so the cutesiness of it sort of cheered me up a little. I'm trying to remember how I get out of here. Aside from that, I still haven't seen any vulture eggs or anything yet, or vulture nests. I know that there's two right by where my base by the river, like my first base, I know has like down here. There's like if I go to like around this area, I know I can find some right away. You know, honestly, I think I might. I've been going for about 3 hours, and I think I might check out here for now. But it's a nice view of the city, though. It's pretty cool, at least. Yay. Alright, well. Well, thanks, I appreciate you dropping in. I always like having my regulars drop in, you know. It's nice to always feel free to say hi, you know, or like whether you want to chat or lurk or whatever, you know, it's like it's no pressure either way. But thank you very much for being here. I appreciate all the support. And, you know, thanks for coming to watch the stream. And I appreciate, you know, and I really hope that people are still enjoying this. So, you know, I know that I've been enjoying playing it and streaming it for you. And, you know, Twitch file will get exported to YouTube in due time, etc., and so on, blah, blah, blah. You probably know the whole deal by now. You know, I do have a YouTube channel. Feel free to check that out. That's like, it's basically just stream archives at this point, but I might do other stuff with it later. So, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. and I will catch you next time. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and have fun until we meet again. Take care. Bye-bye.